You might not know this, but the world is teeming with life. What goes on in the body? There's something special about
growing, and
this particular.
the mind has endless capability.
There's a lot of
Heavy metals interrupt
their DNA.
ATP synthase.
ATP. Okay, there's
Just
the cell
imagine
wall.
the small. We can learn so much about our ancestors. Reading,
And I think we're moving more and
it's a
more.
new type
The
entire body.
More of this. What are they teaching?
A bunch of systems.
There are
DNA
worlds that we haven't even
DNA polymerase
seen
3.
yet. Why does
All in a drop of water.
doctors know
The
a lot?
universities keep
There's
on
more in our bodies that we don't know about than we do.
Hey everyone.
Hey guys, welcome back to Beyond Being Well. I'm Cy Szynski,
And I'm Dr. Ryan Keegan. I'm not a doctor though.
not a doctor. Anyway, welcome back. This is episode 4 now.
So if you have been following along and you heard episode 3, I got back from Africa in my animal therapy trip. We talked about that in episode 3.
I was still in LA.
And for episode 4, Cy and I wanted to get together and do something together this time.
Yes, I
And
really
so-
wanted to spend time with Ryan because I felt like that would make for a better episode.
Because that way
be
we're
together.
both experiencing it.
The same thing
But different too. Different perspectives seeing it.
Yeah, there's different perspectives, but we're both seeing the same things. We're getting to see the same things.
But it's not really the same thing because even though two people are seeing the same thing, they're different perspectives.
But they're seeing the same things, so they're able to talk about it in the same way. Or they're at least able to experience those same things. They're seeing the same things.
Yeah, but they're going to
No one's
talk about
getting-
it even more differently than they may have seen it.
Well, we're going to figure that out with this podcast, I guess, now, aren't we?
We can see our perspectives, how we can,
Yeah, so how much similar they are.
we can see our perspectives come out on the podcast like how we saw them
Yes,
when we went to the
that
event.
remains to be seen.
And the
Yeah.
event we went to,
Yeah.
it was called the Integrative Health Symposium.
And it was incredible.
It was outstanding.
I had a great time. It was in New York City. We flew cross country, my first time flying.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of firsts for you on this trip. But flying for me has been it's like taking an Uber.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot we've learned really from this. We want to bring to the podcast, bring to the show.
Specifically diet, I think.
Yeah, a lot of
something-
nutrition was
Nutrition was huge.
And
Bigger than I even thought.
Yeah. But
But
also,
I had thoughts
But
about
also
it.
we want to bring up that maybe food is a little bit overrated, and dieting might have to forgo that completely because food? No.
Some foods are straight up poisonous for your body.
Yeah.
What should we go into first? There's a lot to digest here.
Yes. No pun intended there.
Intended.
Pun intended there. And here's the thing. Really interesting stuff. So we are just going to get into it. It's so dense. We're going to break it down for you though.
Yeah, we'll break it down. We'll make it very palatable.
And this is an exciting time for the industry.
Yeah, there's a lot of new developments.
Yeah.
Really, we're seeing them every day.
Mm-hmm. And so, it's unfortunate, really, because we can't make those things happen. We can't make those updates. We can't give you those updates. You know what I mean? With the podcast, and I wish we could.
We're only secondary sources.
Yeah, and we encourage you to check other sources and kind of refresh the page, as it were.
I mean, it's all around you. I mean, it's yours.
You are health.
All right, so let's get into it.
Yeah.
All right, so first thing being Omega-3s.
Omega-3s. Important supplement.
Maybe 50% of the exhibits were Omega-3s.
Yeah, Omega-3s are essential.
It's not just Omega-3s. It's Omega-6. It's Omega-7.
Yeah.
And 9.
All essential.
And they help in brain development.
Mm-hmm. Which is key.
So one booth in particular?
Yeah, there was one booth in particular that was selling a new Omega-3 that they were saying was superior to many of the Omega-3.
Maybe I should describe it a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I was describing it.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Head.
Head is key because actually what they were saying was, believe it or not, the head of the fish
Contains the most omega-3s.
contains the most fish oil that they are trying to get out of the fish.
So
And so what they would do is they cut off the head of the salmon. The
Grind it
body,
up.
the body goes to the fish.
It goes
Or
to the food industry.
Food industry, rather.
this
Yeah.
is Norwegian cold water salmon here.
Yeah. Then they flush out the head with ice
They
cold
separate
water.
the heavy part from the light part, and guess which part's in the pill?
Heavy.
Because that is the most nutrient dense with omega-3s, 7s, 9s,
Heavy equals dense.
even 13s.
Yeah. And so that was a fascinating thing for us. And we
And
think it's for you as
We
well.
got samples,
We got samples.
which we're going to go on a 7-day trial. Speaking of trials, I have actually started a carnivore diet ever since coming back from Africa. Sort of reflecting on that trip.
How so?
It was after the podcast. I was reflecting on, like, the animals, specifically the carnivores, live off entirely meat.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting there.
In what way?
I'm sort of starting to transfer into
To full carnivore? True?
yeah,
Carnivore?
true. And the thing is that I'm getting into it, so I can't go cold turkey. You know, I can't just go cold
Yeah.
turkey on it. I had to
The
go.
short and the long of it is, I'm now a true carnivore. Getting into some research, meat, the meat of the animal, specifically the organs, more nutrient dense than veggies. And veggies even toxic. I mean, we were
This
talking
is
about
huge
we were
news,
talking
guys.
about at the beginning of the episode. Veggies. It goes back to our main theme. Veggies, what you think is healthy for you.
You grew up, Mom, I don't want to eat these. These are gross. No. Well, guess what? You were right.
And you don't have to.
And you don't have to throw them in the trash because they're garbage. They're toxic garbage.
Yeah, the sulfur and the oxalate of vegetables
Not helping you.
messes with many people's joints,
Not helping anyone.
digestion. It's off the rails how toxic veggies can be. I back that up fully. I haven't had a green thing in at least 6 months.
You've eliminated the color green from your diet.
Yes, any veggie, no longer.
Yeah, and some oranges as
Yeah,
well.
all colors of veggies, all fruit,
Fruit.
all carbohydrates. I should be more specific. It's fat and protein.
That's what you're saying. That's what you are
That is
eating now.
That is what my body is running on. It is fat for energy and protein for 50% energy.
So what does that mean?
Well, not all protein is used for energy.
So what's the rest of the protein used for?
Pretty much anything beyond energy. It's a structural component throughout your whole body. There's a lot to be said about that, but let's move back to the symposium.
Sure. No, but what spawned the carnivore switch?
The lions.
The lions that you saw in Africa.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the symposium.
Something that stood out at the symposium
Tremendously.
doesn't have to do with nutrition, but we have to talk about
We
it
have
immediately.
to bring it up because it's huge.
And
It's
we're-
getting huge. We got to be on that. Silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, silver. Believe it or not, the metal. We're talking about the metal silver. Of course, ionized in most cases.
And what do you think about when you think about silver?
Mining.
Or antibacterial
Bacterial.
sprays, topical use,
Nasal.
nasal use.
Yeah, it really. I mean, it's infinite. The
It is-
possibilities of silver are infinite.
Silver was recognized by the U.S. government.
It's tremendous, really.
Silver kills. It eliminates the cell walls of prokaryotic bacteria instantly.
In seconds.
So let's say you have a cut with MRSA, gone in 5 hours.
And how does it work? I forget.
It kills it
Yeah,
by attaching to it and destroying it.
it's incredible.
It is really incredible.
It's so
And it's
something
simple.
It's simple, and it's something you wouldn't think would be true, which is like another. We always come back to that.
We always come back to that.
It's this lesson of things that are unassuming, that they're you wouldn't expect them to be components of a healthy life. Even it's a metal.
Silver.
It's metal.
You think if I would eat a silver ingot,
Say it a coin.
dead?
It doesn't make sense. I'd choke.
Yeah, you'd choke.
I'd choke, but if I didn't choke, would it have any healing properties?
It is not properly ionized in that form. And that's the key.
That's key to the destruction that it can, the positive destruction.
See, many people were selling silver products at this symposium, but
Yeah.
one in particular had a special silver, a super silver.
Yeah, as it were.
And the super silver was selective in its killing, and it made sure that good bacteria, probiotic bacteria, was not killed.
It was salvaged. It stayed, and it wasn't targeted by
And
the
that
silver.
goes back to nutrition, because probiotics are key. And we're gonna touch on that in a future episode, talking about the microbiome. So much to unpack there.
Yeah. It's one of the densest topics we have.
Yeah.
But silver, we
Silver is gold. Kind of gold.
Put it on your radar.
yeah, it's almost like a sword.
No, it stabs bacteria.
Yeah.
So that was our main topic, the nutrition for the day. But there were some other exhibits, just some bonus health info we thought we should add.
Yeah, because this is, we wanted to bring this out on the table.
You don't just come here for one topic.
No, that's
Health
something
is
we're known
super
for.
broad.
We like to talk about more than one thing.
And I think that's good.
Yeah,
It's healthy.
it is. And I think what we're going to talk about today is something that,
Electromagnetic frequencies.
and guess what? You're confused. You're thinking, what is that? But
Well, are you listening to this on a cell phone?
it's a cell phone. It comes off of any electronics.
Any electronic device emits electromagnetic frequencies, and these disrupt the cellular metabolism.
And basically, we're talking about negative energies at the quantum level,
This is all at the quantum level.
which means it's undetectable. And we can't scientifically prove any of it. But through testing
That's right.
but through testing with case studies,
You see the effect of it. You can't detect it, but you see the effect of EMF, and it is just
Yes.
disruptive.
Well, but-
Blood sugar, low metabolic rate, low
but hold
ATP
on, hold on.
output.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Sorry,
here.
I'm very enthusiastic.
But we're getting ahead of ourselves here. What would the case study look like that would find per se one of
Fine.
these things?
So,
How does it work?
Two families. One, EMF protective bracelets. Objects that have been charged with positive wavelengths.
Sort of like armor.
Exactly. Little pieces of technology that will take in these EMF rays and take away their negativity on the quantum level. This is undetectable,
Yes.
and it's outside of time. So that's
Yes.
what's interesting.
This is a very interesting point.
These charged protective things last forever.
Yeah. And basically what they'll do is they have this machine.
In France, they'll put the object in it.
Imagine you put a rock in a machine.
It can be a rock, it could be a feather,
Yeah, you put a stone in a machine and it charges it.
and then from now on, you take it out.
It's charged forever.
It can
It's at the
dispel EMF.
It can expel and restructure.
It restructures the waves.
The
'cause you can't
wavelengths-
get rid of the waves.
No. That's a lost cause.
Okay, so back to the case
Yeah.
study. So you have a family that's wearing these protective EMF bracelets. A family without, you give them exposure.
Maybe give them a placebo.
You put them on the telephone, get them a lot of exposure, and then you check their blood sugar, metabolic rate,
Sure.
oxygen,
Heart rate.
all of that.
The family with the EMF
Has better charts
all around.
all across the board. They'll outperform the non-EMF protective family 9 times out of 10.
9 times out of 10. Yeah.
Case after case.
Time and time again, this is what we're seeing, the outperformance.
And EMF is everywhere. and it's inescapable.
So that's exactly why we're telling you about
So
this.
I actually have. I purchased a bracelet.
Yeah.
I think you did too. You got the headband.
I got the headband and the belt.
So we are protected. I suggest everyone gets protected.
Yeah, use protection.
So that's all we
Hold
have to
on,
talk about.
one second. I want to talk about, because last time you kind of cut me off here, but I do want to talk about the progress of my tea endeavor.
Yeah, how's that going?
Actually, we haven't really made too much progress.
Really?
It's all kind of business plan and literature that we're kind of...
So it's on paper.
It's on
It
paper.
doesn't really exist.
No, but I actually have the teas. But I don't have a building yet, or say that kind of thing. But all of the literature and the contractual...
So you don't have a tea shop?
Well, the website's live.
Ah.
But the shop, yeah. The physical shop's not there yet.
Social media?
Yeah. All that's there. So basically, we're getting there slowly but surely, and I just want to give a quick update. Just get that in.
All right, so
But that's it. That's it for this episode.
yep, this has been the 4th episode of Beyond Being
Beyond
Well.
Being Well.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks again. We'll be back next
Have a healthy
day and year.